Congratulations on your purchase of Screenwriting: How to Write a Screenplay as Good as Iron Man. I'm so excited to share these secrets with you and help you become the successful screenwriter that you've always wanted to be. Now, before you get started, it's important for you to know that your order is not yet completed, so please don't close this window or click away just yet. Right now, you have access to all of the information that you need to write a screenplay as good as Iron Man. You can listen to How to Write a Screenplay as Good as Iron Man and the free bonus audio, 7 Things You Can Learn from Iron Man, and start writing your own successful screenplay right away. But here's the million-dollar question. Will you? Will you actually use this information to become a successful screenwriter? Or will you just sit on it? Will you take action? Or will you put it off? Now, I'm not judging you for putting it off. Procrastination is the enemy of all writers, including me. In fact, one of my favorite quotes on writing is, "Writers don't like writing, they like having written." And I completely agree. I always feel happy, fulfilled, and accomplished when I complete a writing project, but the actual process of completing it can be a major pain. There's always something more fun to do than writing. There's always a movie to see, or a TV show to watch, or a book to read, anything to avoid actually writing. But sooner or later, I know that I just have to power through and just get the writing done, even if I'd rather be doing something else. Whether I like it or not, I just have to suffer through it. But what if you didn't have to suffer through it? What if writing didn't have to be a pain? What if, instead of having to power through, you could glide through the entire process easily and effortlessly? Wouldn't that be great? Well, here's a little secret for you. You can. You can have fun with this process. You can glide right over all of the problems that stand in your way. You can pass through obstacles like they're nothing. The writing process can be easier than you ever imagined. How? How is that possible? Let me tell you. Remember when I told you that it took me 10 years to write my first novel? Well, that's not exactly true. It actually took me about 46 days to write my novel. I spent the other 3,604 days not writing my novel. In the beginning, I would work on it for a few hours, get bored or frustrated with it, and then stop for 6 months before getting back to it. I didn't develop a serious writing routine until I had already been sitting on my novel for 8 years. I finally had to commit myself and suffer through it, and I made lots of mistakes along the way. In fact, after years of polishing my novel, I stepped back and looked at it and said, "This doesn't make any sense." It was garbage. Well polished garbage, maybe, but garbage. It was fundamentally broken, and there was no way to fix it. So I threw it away and did a page one rewrite. I started over from scratch with a brand new version of the story and the characters. There are some elements that carried over to my finished draft, but 80% of it wound up trashed, and it will never see the light of day. All of that work had been for nothing. Looking back now, I wish that someone had been there to walk me through the process. I wish that someone had shown me step by step exactly how to write a novel, or a screenplay, from beginning to end. It could have saved me years of my life, and I'll never get those years back. And I could have avoided a whole lot of stress, confusion, and pain along the way. I learned my lessons the hard way, but you don't have to. I've found a better way, and I want to use it to give your writing career a big boost. Because you don't have to start from where you are right now. You can start from where I am right now. You can skip the 10 years that you might waste working on your screenplay alone. Imagine yourself 10 years older than you are right now, when you can finally say, "Well, it's finished. It took a lot longer than I thought it would, but it's done." Is that what you want? Do you really want to spend the next 10 years of your life working on this one screenplay? Or do you want to get it done faster and easier than you ever imagined? Because it's one thing to listen to what I have to teach you, but it's something else to act on it. Picture this. You've just listened to my program and my bonus audio, and you're excited, you're thrilled, you're ready to get started. So you open up a blank Word document and you stare at it. You know the steps. I've just taught them to you. But what if you have more questions? What if something I said didn't quite make sense to you? What if you need to see an example of how this process actually works? What if you want to experience results even faster and easier? How can you do that? I can't tell you how many times I've read books on screenwriting where the content was absolutely fantastic, but I found myself saying, I think I get this, but could you give me some more examples of how this actually works? I want to ease your transition from learning to doing. Once you have all of the info you need to get started, you might feel a little overwhelmed. You might feel scared, you might feel intimidated, you might be wondering what to do next. I want to take you from that place of confusion and move you easily and effortlessly into working on your screenplay, almost without you even having to think about it. And that's why I'm so thrilled to introduce you to Screenwriting: How to Write a Screenplay as Good as Iron Man, the video walkthrough series. With this video walkthrough, all you have to do is watch me, follow along, and do what I do, and you can have a finished screenplay as good as Iron Man in almost no time at all. Now, just to be clear, you can just go through how to write a screenplay as good as Iron Man and stop there. If you think you'll have a pretty good handle on it, that's totally fine. I'm excited and I wish you all the luck in the world. But once you learn all of that information, it can be scary to take the next step alone, which is to actually sit down and start writing your screenplay. And I don't want you to just sit on this information. I don't want you to say, oh, cool, that was really interesting, and then never get around to actually writing your screenplay. Like I said, procrastination is the enemy of all writers, including me. But really, procrastination is just not knowing what step to take next. Writing a screenplay can seem so huge that you just lock up. You feel like you can't move. You don't know where to start because it's just too big. That's the hurdle that I want to get you over. That's the threshold that I want to help you cross. That's why I created this video walkthrough series. In this series, I can show you how to come up with a winning idea for your own successful screenplay, create complex characters from scratch and map out their character growth in minutes using a simple and fun tool, add diversity to your cast of characters to energize your writing and expand your audience and your film's profits. Seal up all of your plot holes before critics and audience members rip your film to pieces. Write a unique screenplay that shows off all of your strengths and none of your weaknesses. Take all of your bad dialogue and translate it into realistic, snappy dialogue that your fans will love to quote, and add comic relief to your screenplay that will actually make your audience laugh. So what is this video walkthrough exactly? It's a series of screen capture videos of me actually using the 7 steps that I'll be teaching you in the bonus audio, 7 Things You Can Learn from Iron Man. So you can actually open up your own Word document or Excel spreadsheet on your computer and follow along with every step that I'm doing. You can just copy exactly what I'm doing and you'll be on your way to writing a screenplay as good as Iron Man. Each video happens in real time with no editing, so you can see every part of every step you need to take to write your own successful screenplay. And this is actually really cool. I'm being completely genuine with you here. I love this video series. I surprised myself when I was creating it. And I'll actually watch it myself from time to time to make sure I stay on track with my current writing project. That's how powerful it is. I'm the one who created it, and it still inspires me. It's exactly the kind of walkthrough that I would want if I were just starting out as a screenwriter. So tell me, what is it worth to you to not waste the next 10 years of your life? What's it worth to you not to have to pour your blood, sweat, and tears into a screenplay, only to throw it away and start all over again? What's it worth to you to get started now and have a finished screenplay as good as Iron Man, faster and easier than you ever thought possible? By now, you already know that there are screenwriting courses out there that cost over $2,000. You're not going to pay $2,000 for this video walkthrough series, or $1,000, or even $500. No. If you hit the order button right now, you'll gain instant, unlimited lifetime access to this series for the low price you see right beneath this video. Now, once again, I have to warn you that this price can go up at any time. So if you want to lock it in, you're going to want to click the order button as soon as you can. And if you're still hesitant for any reason, just remember that this video series is also guaranteed for 60 days. If this video walkthrough series doesn't answer all of your questions about how to write a screenplay as good as Iron Man, if it doesn't give you new, fun, and easy tools that you can use to create complex, dynamic characters in minutes, if it doesn't improve your dialogue, if it doesn't help you write comic relief that will actually make your audience laugh, if it doesn't excite you, if it doesn't motivate you, if it doesn't inspire you, if it doesn't make it easier for you to start writing your screenplay today, I will give you a full refund, no questions asked. You literally have nothing to lose. So go ahead and click the order button below now. Remember, if you're still not sure if this is right for you, you can try this program out for yourself risk-free for 60 days. If it works for you, great. You're one step closer to finishing your successful screenplay. And if it doesn't completely blow you away, I'll give you a full refund, no questions asked. You literally have nothing to lose. So don't just sit on this information. Gain lifetime access to this video walkthrough series and start writing your screenplay today easier and faster than you ever imagined. Click the order button below now because I want you to write your screenplay, sell it, get it produced so I can see it on the big screen. I'm really excited to see what you're capable of. So go ahead and click the order button below, and I'll see you inside.